Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dave from DLLM Cactus. Today I got a video. I am going to be pruning my Euphorbia Lomelii, known as the slipper plant. Pretty mature specimen in the pot. I'd say close to about 5.5 feet. It's been kind of tucked up against the back of the house and it's growing a little bit outside the pot. So I'm going to propagate and do cuttings off of the good majority of it, cut it back because it's going to be starting to grow here in spring. We had a good rain the last couple of days, so going to get some of these off. I pruned one of my other Lomelii as well, so then I dried those out so I can kind of show you how to actually plant the cuttings. But yeah, further ado, let's get started. Yard work, springtime. Just always make sure to sanitize your utensils here, your clippers. There will be a little white sap that comes out. That's why I'm wearing the gloves. I just don't want to get the stomach ache or any nausea. It definitely is pretty thick. You can see it right on the edges there. Comes right off, and you get that on you, on your skin. Hits it towards your eyes or anything like that. It'll burn your eyes and definitely gives you like stomach cramps if you get too much of it on there. But pretty easy. You want to kind of give it a nice upright look when you're all said and done here. Just gonna go from side to side. You can actually see on the actual stem there's little nodules, so if you can kind of cut like right before that, that's even better. It gives it a nice little growth spot to go from. Definitely some bigger ones. Like to keep it as straight as possible. Has really pretty flowers. Probably start in a month or two. I'll do a follow-up video and kind of show you what they look like. It's called the slipper plant because it literally looks like a slipper, the flower itself. Some of them you can cut a couple times. These grow really good out here in Las Vegas. They don't take a ton of water. Like in the summertime, I'll water it like once a week. But in the spring and fall, just like once a month. And in the winter, I don't touch it. Any seasonal rain that we get, it kind of runs off the house and waters it for me. So I don't water it in the winter at all. I don't touch it. they end up growing really good. So I think that's about as straight as I want to get it. Keep it nice so that it'll kind of grow tall. Then you get a whole box full of cuttings right there. But those, you got to let them dry out for about 3 days or so. That's what I did. I kind of preempted it and did the other plant about 3 days ago, and had the cuttings all dried out here, kind of from the other one, which is cool. And then got my just cactus or succulent mix. Just make sure there's good drainage. I put rocks on the very bottom, and then yeah, it works really well. Just don't put it in full sun. Kind of something that gets morning sun and a little shade in the summertime. Tuck it against a wall or whatnot, and the heat, they'll root pretty good. But just make little holes. Always best buy I have is the little metal chopsticks. Best little hole makers, I tell you. You can go to like Daiso or the dollar store. I got like 4 for $1.75, so I use them all the time. But this is what I use for the rooting powder. It's a Garden Safe Take Root. I think I've had this container for like a year and a half. Something like $7 or something like that, so not expensive. Sorry, we're in a flight path. Get a little loud. But yeah, once they're dried and kind of calloused out, you can just dip it in a little rooting powder and then plug it in the hole. It's literally that simple. See, some of these get a little wonky and they kind of go out the side of the container, but that's okay, because it makes like it has like a relationship with the soil then when it roots, and then you'll see actually new ones start to sprout out from the soil itself. Then you know that you really gotten them to take root. And then I'm definitely going to try to get a couple of these rooted up pretty strong over the next year or so, and then move some of them to the front yard. Just a cool landscape plant out here because it doesn't take a lot of maintenance. Really pretty flowers, and really kind of vertical look when you get them in the right place. Make sure you always go on the right end there. Yeah, but you do this in springtime, then you'll have a good root system going over towards the next year. You can cut them in fall again because they'll grow a lot, but I kind of like to wait till spring because then you get that prime rooting time outside. Yeah, I can probably make like four pots, like these 3-gallon or 5-gallon pots. Make like 3 or 4 of them per year. But yeah, it'll look like that, and then you just kind of root it. You put it up against the wall so that it doesn't get like direct sun in the summer. And then this one was from the last, and it'll start to develop. Little baby stems will come up from the ground, and you know that you got a good root system. So this one's gonna probably take off in spring. I might actually be able to propagate this one and kind of cut some of those back, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's how I do it. Just make sure, wear gloves, watch out for the sap, and then if you liked it, like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Later.